She thinks the term friendzone is misogynistic. But she doesn't think the term mansplain is misandristic.
Those Islamic nations, they abuse authority. Forcibly the mind's health will always suffer. The fellow de se will from superstition worsen. The violent conflicts just exacerbate the anxiety. They skyrocket with their own bipolar disorders. They end their women's lives for being helpless survivors. They're violating all citizens where crime plagues. Their values and systems with those obese Kuwaitis are responsible. They are now the world's heinous example. They deathly compose of more schizophrenic psychosis. Always their own theocracy is the blame. Those criminal Pakistanis assault their citizens like enemies. Islam harms the world with its Sharia that propagates. It stretches its laws' crimes from Afghanistan to the UAE. Those empirical sycophants, they appease scholars. Primarily the scholars' egos will rapidly inflate. Their gifts just like deception's disguise. The accomplished fools will cheat the outsiders. They punish with their own scientific idealism. They study the freethinkers' doubts for their dangerous wonder. They're interrogating the laypeople where Pyrrhonism prevails. The facts and truth like the rational falsehoods are malicious. They are against the cynic's deep mistrust. They're likely aroused by the alternative schemes. Deeply their own fallacies expose their mendacity. Their deliberate research teaches bias with their proclivity. They predetermine the plots with their partiality to distort. They avoid the options solutions like a temptation and block. All Abrahamic religions, they blame others. Inexcusably the culprit's patsies will always lie. The charges will for the guilty serve. The lightning rod will flicker from strikes. They thrash as the offender's whipping boy. They sacrifice their heart's conscience as the villain's atonement. They're believing the smokescreen where hypocrites prosper. The witch's dogma hunts so the cannon fodder will die. They are just the degenerate's punching bag. They'll likely flourish from the creed's absolutism. Ritually their legacy preserves the evil. The dehumanizing principles cherish enemies of true virtues. They reject the innocence so the bullies can lead. They'll protect the predator's reputation from the mobs and courts. The brave knave, he'll save the grave. Enough of hope's ropes will surely enslave. The dope could like vows endow. The holier-than-thou eyebrow will elevate right now. It'll remain as his own sacred cow. It reveals the pain's gains with its divine chains. It appeals to hurricanes where brains decline. The shrine and design with its benign goldmine is fine. It is like his spine's brutal misery. It silently prevails like an immortal portal. Nobly its own tales fail on rails. The detailed trails scale nails in their hardships. It grips the eclipse with its lips that absorb. It whips the agony's weather like honey and ether. A scornful comedian, he'll shake the tempers. Maybe the comedian's audience will surely interrupt. A joke could like torpedoes fail. The incoming torpedoes might destroy the stage. They'll launch with their own infernal spirits. They blame the comedian's show for their Stygian abyss. He's fleeing the fire where crowds mobilize. Their brawls and bloodshed with their serious mayhem seem spontaneous. It is like India's fateful partition. They'll likely divide like British India. Maybe their own nausea will calm their nerves. The frivolous butterflies palpitate wildly in their madness. It eases the fury so the show will continue. It restores the entertainer's humor to its wit and satire.
In response to the GOP's attack on women's reproductive health, Biden said the MAGA crowd is the most extreme political organization that's existed in recent American history. That's like calling Al-Jamaat Nusrat the most extreme political organization in modern West African history. Blaming God for the sin in his creation is like blaming the UN for the genocide in Rwanda because the White House knew it was coming, but did nothing, and France had protected President Habyarimana's wife from justice. We didn't evolve to sleep 8 hours. Our rodent forefathers evolved to bring us Charles Darwin to tell us about fossils and melatonin. Anyway, what's the evolutionary connection between caffeine and narcolepsy?